friends. How you guys doing today? Listen, we are going to make chili today. And this is not your ordinary chili. This is chili. It's meaty. It's rich. Okay, y'all, that's good and smoky. Now listen, we're going to do this over an almost high heat. I have it just one line above high. Now we're going to add peppers. Now this has a lot of peppers, y'all. This has Anaheim peppers, poblano peppers, jalapeno peppers, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, and I added a habanero pepper too. That's not going to be in the recipe. That's only if you want it. And we're going to let these peppers and onions. I got 2 chopped onions. Y'all know me. I didn't have to chop these onions this morning. See how easy that is? We're going to let this cook for about 5 minutes and let those peppers and onions get good and soft. Okay, y'all. So this is what that's looking like. Can you see that? That's pretty soft. So we're going to add a head of garlic. And we're going to put that in there and let it cook for about 1 minute. Okay, so now I've got a pound of sirloin steak. You can use any kind of steak that you have. Chuck steak, it doesn't really matter. Any kind of meat that you've got. And I'm going to let that cook for a couple minutes. All right, y'all. It is smelling so good in here. Let me tell you, when I breathe that in, I get a little tickle right there. Now we're going to add a pound of Italian sausage. And you can just break that up with your spoon, or you can break it up as it goes in. I'm just going to drop it in. And we're going to add 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to drop all that in there, break it up. We're going to let that cook for about 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, so let me just show y'all what that looks like. That's pretty good and brown. Now we're going to add our seasonings. Now this uses a lot of seasoning, y'all. Macaroni and cheese, no seasoning. Chili, lots of seasoning. So what we've got in here, I've got 3 tablespoons of chili powder. And then I've got 2 teaspoons of each of the other things. So pepper, salt, paprika, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, coriander. Did I say paprika? And I think that's everything, salt and pepper. And then we're just gonna pour this in. And that is a lot of seasoning, y'all, but it needs it. Chili needs seasoning. And we're gonna let that cook for about a minute. All right, y'all. This is looking and smelling so good. Okay, now we're gonna add 2 cups of tomato sauce. Any tomato sauce you got, any tomato sauce you wanna use. And we're gonna use 1 can of tomato paste. And I opened both sides of that tomato paste so I could get it all out. I could have probably just pushed it right through, but that works. Now listen, we're gonna give this just about 2 minutes just to kind of caramelize. Remember, we're still cooking this on almost high, but we're stirring it pretty often so it's not gonna burn on the bottom. All right, y'all, we're gonna add a cup of chicken broth and 1 12-ounce bottle of beer, can of beer, whatever kind of beer you've got. I'm using Corona because that's what I had. Now listen, if you're worried about getting drunk off this chili, it's not gonna happen. This is gonna cook plenty long enough that all alcohol is gonna be cooked off, so you don't have to worry about it. That's just gonna give it just a real nice flavor. And we're gonna let that cook for just 1 minute. All right, now let's add our beans. I know y'all were like, this is chili. Is she even gonna add some beans? I'm gonna add 2 cans of pinto beans. And no, I didn't drain these. Nobody's got time for that. And 2 cans of kidney beans. Dark, light, doesn't even matter. And then stir that up real good. Okay, y'all, at this point, you're gonna turn your temperature down to low. And we're just gonna let this simmer for about 2 hours, maybe even longer. Sometimes I leave it on the stove all day. It just doesn't matter. But let me show you. So this is what it's looking like before we even start simmering it for its 2 hours, y'all. This is so good. Okay, y'all, our chili is done and it's ready to go. So I'm gonna make Jim's the way he likes it. I shredded some fresh cheese, and I'm put that on top. I'm put it on both of them. And then he likes some sour cream, and this is our homemade sour cream, y'all. I'm gonna put some sour cream in the side here. He likes sour cream, and he likes some tortilla chips in his. So I'm gonna do that and take it to him. Now he's not gonna be able to taste test it for y'all because he's still having to lay face down. But I will taste test it, and I might even put a scoop of sour cream in mine. I could get JR or Cameron to come and taste test because they're both here, but I don't know if either one of them would. Well, JR would. Cameron is a little less happy in front of the camera. I'm gonna taste this, y'all. It feels weird to not have Jim here to taste it with me. Let me get JR. Okay, y'all, JR is not coming to taste test. He said, Mom, I just ate right before I got here. I cannot take another bite. But I will taste test it for you again. And y'all, look at that meat. Oh, it's so good. And just so you know, Jim brought his bowl back in. So the eye surgery has not affected his appetite. All right, try the chili now. Bye.